Every Tuesday, we get a little self-help free advice from our good friends over at Regional Psychological Services, drjohnbe.com on the web. His name is Dr. John Braccio. Hey, Doc, good morning.
Well, good morning to you, Mike. And today we're an intriguing subject, okay? People always speculate what allows couples to succeed in marriages and long-term relationships, okay?
Yeah.
And often, an area often overlooked is how important it is to really relish the moments that are shared that make the relationship work in an environment where, love can flourish. It's savoring those moments when we stop and appreciate a relationship. These include, past experiences, present experiences that we live in day to day, and anticipation of really experiences in the future. While these can be, part of large events, our purpose here really today is to talk about those small moments that happen every day and that successful couples think about, okay? And they savor these moments, and they become closer together by noticing them and sharing them as they happen now, and will share them in the future as they really relive them time and time again. As people lead busy lives, it's too easy, Mike, to just bypass all the events that occur and not enjoy them as a couple. This at best can limit the growth of the relationship, and at worst can really end the relationship if persons get to the point they're not really sharing their lives together. Moments couples can enjoy as they happen and remember them just include the smiles and laughs, when funny things happen, the hug and kiss in the morning, okay? Having a coffee, a cookie, or a juice drink together, even an annoying experience like dropping a cup of coffee or tripping and falling on your big tush, can be something to laugh about, okay? Watching a funny movie, a TV, whatever it might be, and then talking about it afterwards can be really, it's just sharing something, remembering a live Broadway show or a sporting event you experienced and really enjoyed together, in addition to, savoring, memories from the past and enjoying things in the present. It also is important to really anticipate and look forward to events in the future. These could include date nights, planned periods of discussion, walks in nature, mini vacations, or, whatever planned activities you might have. The important thing to remember is that none of these events we are talking about relate to major events, okay, but rather are the result of enjoying and savoring the moment now, okay, and in the future. This is about enjoying the road of life in the small segments that combine make it up. When a couple enjoys the small segments along the road of life, then in fact they really are enjoying life and bonding together in a way that makes the relationship potentially full of love, understanding, and really, lifelong commitment. So my feeling is really go for it and just try to share these moments together as we live them and just have a great relationships, develop love, and just merge in a good way together. You keep your own identity, but you're merging and sharing these moments along the road of life that if you think of them, it's not like the trip to Paris, it's not like some huge thing. It's just the events of every day that you live, that you laugh and you enjoy and can even cry, and things that you find where you come together. It's an important thing for couples to have success.
Isn't it something? If you talk to old couples that have been together 70 years, 60 years, right? It's never about, hey, you always liked it. Well, they might make a joke about it. Remember how we always argued over the thermostat? It's not about that. They'll always bring up, those special moments. We're connected people. I think we learned that during the pandemic big time. And it's easier done than we think, isn't it?
Well, I think that's true. See, the thing that I find, having worked with couples for many decades, Mike, is that people, if they're not sharing the life as they lead it, they can either lead separate lives. There's nothing wrong with doing separate things, having friends and doing things, but it's that you share those moments this couple does together, okay? things that happen day to day. You enjoy each other. You find things that you enjoy each other. You share things together, and your life it intertwines. And when people don't do that, and they're both so busy leading their own life, often it leads to affairs. It leads to just losing track. Things aren't fresh. It's just two people living together, and it can really lead to bad things. Certainly not keeping people together and falling in love. And it's not just the giant events. Like I said, it's not that trip to Rome. Okay, it's not that that L.A. weekend, the Hawaii. Those are important. Don't hear me wrong. Being able to do things like that, but it's really just having coffee together. It's just chuckling, laughing, things that happen, things that you remember, those things that make a relationship special, that walking the road of life together, sharing things, and just a smile, a hug, a kiss, whatever it might be, and remembering these things. That's really what keeps a successful couple together, because I've looked at no couples that have been together for many years, and generally it's these events these moments, if you will, that they remember and they share and they still do, that they enjoy, these things, these hallmarks, if you will, of success. And they're not huge things. They're things that just the everyday events that they share together.
Don't we overthink it a little bit? It just seems so simple, and I think if we just go with it. And like Father said to me one time, the priest said, you got to remember why you took her to the altar to begin with. I go, boy, that's years ago, Father. I don't know. It's a tough one. We have our anniversary this week, which is why I'm bringing this up.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I made a list of a few things that maybe, like the grocery store trip, when you go for milk and you end up with $87 worth of snack food. There's the little things, right?
Those are things that you remember, yes, and you did them, you shared them, and they're in the memory bank, and they're part of what makes both of you who you are. It's the unique couple. What is it? Because you're right when you make a point. When the priest even asked you, why, in terms of when you went to the altar, why did you do that? Okay, well,
because we can lose sight of it.
Sure. Well, but again, it's the ongoing events that you share together. Having children, of course, but one doesn't have to have children to do this. But it's sharing those moments, those things that they come together. They just intertwine and become one thing, and that's really what's really needed in a successful relationship. And a lot of people don't understand that. In fact, a lot of people are just with people all the time, to the point that they really don't really enjoy themselves that much. They may enjoy these get-togethers, but it's not just being together. And that's really the key thing in a relationship with a couple, in a marriage or a long-term relationship, is enjoying each other, enjoying being together, sharing things, having things you remember in the past, enjoying the present, having things you're planning to do in the future. It's kind of it's a really a long-term kind of relationship where you enjoy the moments that live up, the mundane, the things that you don't think about. You don't think every day if you're having coffee or orange juice or whatever together, or you're just taking these walks. You're not necessarily thinking of this as the long-term glue, the connectedness that keeps you together. But that really is what it is. Like, it's the sharing and go for it. Yeah, go ahead.
How many years for you were you and the lovely Mrs. Braccio? I don't think I've ever asked that.
It's 51. How does that
51 years of life. Think of all the little things.
I always say seems like a day, a long day, but 51 years. No, we've been together that long and married a great gal, easy to get along with, very pleasant, from Manzanillo, Cuba originally. Just peaceful, loving, caring. If I talk to that priest that married us now, I would say, or the current priest, I would just say the same thing: loving, caring, sensitive, tuned-in person, shares a life together, wonderful family. Yeah, just a bunch of things that intertwine, and you just, you remember and you enjoy these day-to-day experiences. That doesn't mean that it can't be a bad day, but the point being, you're you're growing, you're remembering, you're sharing, you have things. In our case, we have children, we have a number of grandchildren. Just went over to the Detroit area, the Royal Oaks Shrine for a confirmation of one grandson last week.
Oh, man.
My daughter's
First
birthday
Holy
today,
Communion.
by the way, so my daughter's birthday today. And
Happy birthday to her. What's her name?
It's Sarah Maria. So
what a beautiful name, man. Holy cow.
We have 5 Sarahs in a row and 4 Johns on my side, so in a row. So, yeah, and she's a wonderful gal. She's over in the metro area, and so psychologist also, nice. I might add. So, but these are the things that draw you together, having family, and just relationships that you share. Yeah. But the main one is the person you're with, that you're growing and you're trying to share the life and have this interconnectedness and these things that really draw you together, and that's really the important thing,
I shared with the big hair just last night in talking as how much money we've spent on hair care products over the years. That's what I shared with her, and maybe I probably should get some counseling on that. I don't know. Dr. John Braccio, drjohnb.com on the web. Regional Psychological Services, East Lansing. Doc, it's always a pleasure. I appreciate it. And you and me again next week. What do you say?
Sounds good to me, my friend. Have a good day, okay?
You too. Bye-bye, buddy.
Bye-bye.
1320 WILS. One of the things I will say is as your kids get older, they understand more, and you can talk to them more on an adult level. My kids all in their 20s, some in their 30s. Youngest is 21. And we're talking now about, deep things of life, philosophical stuff, philosophical stuff. But also the ones we adopted from Poland, we can get deep into that subject and not have to worry about it. Because before we were, they don't want to understand so much, and little by little, now we're really getting into the whole process and what their mother and I went through and did, and it's a deeper appreciation of things. It's pretty cool. All right.